All right, welcome to my biggest TEMU haul ever. There's some EDC, there's some outdoors, there's just some stuff for the shop. Let's just move some of this out of the way and I'll start going through it one by one. Let's start with this Kaiser pinch knife. Red micarta with N690 steel stonewash blade. It's a non-locking knife. It's just got detents. It's a double detent knife, so it's got a detent to hold it closed and then a detent to hold it open. But it is a very good knife. The highest quality, without a doubt, that I've purchased from TEMU. Pretty good knife. I would recommend finding it from Kaiser's website, though. There's so much stuff here. I have to check it off as I go. The next thing that I was pretty excited about was this 24 pocket knife display case. It's a hard shell. It's not super hard, but it's got a pretty good zipper on it. Has a carry handle, and then it has slots, a lot of slots for knives. So I will be putting knives in these. It's got dividers or slots for smaller knives, potentially like slip joint knives could go in here. Or I guess you could just clip it on there. You could just use these loops to clip them on there. There you go. A couple knives organized. And then some bigger elastic for bigger knives. I think the ends are, the ends are the same. It's thick enough that I've put a few knives and a few flashlights in here. So some of these you might be able to even put, well, I guess if your flashlight has a clip, you could clip it. You could clip it in here. But yeah, the 24 pocket knife display case, pretty awesome. So this was only, well, I think I only paid like $14 for it, but it's saying in the notes I just made right before filming this, it says it's $17.99. Still, for $17.99, might be worth it. All right, the next thing was this 19 loop, 18 foot long daisy chain. And it has, if I can find an end, has these clips at the end so you can wrap it around. So you can wrap it around and loop it, like around a tree or something. And then it's got all these loops. Let's get over here to the middle. So it has 19 loops that are about that big. You can clip a carabiner onto each one of these and then clip whatever you'd like on there to organize your campsite, or I don't know, throw it up in a shop somewhere. Maybe you could hang wrenches from it or something. This daisy chain was $6.48. Not too bad for an 18 foot long daisy chain to help organize some gear around camp. Somewhere around here. Oh, there they are. Haha. So some 50 piece neodymium magnets. They're pretty dang strong. Picks up a pocket knife pretty well. I was honestly hoping they were bigger. I guess I didn't read the millimeters correctly, but I thought they would have been just a little bit bigger than this. So these magnets were $5.84 for 50 of them. Not a bad price for 50 little magnets, less than $5. All right, now one of the coolest things from this haul: tempered diving mask with an action cam mount. I have tried it on. It's quite comfortable. It's got nice soft rubber on there. It does create a pretty good sill, minus my mustache. I might be able to just trim it down a little bit and get it over the top of the mustache. Pretty easy, quick adjust on this. And then easy release. And it comes with a nice hard case. And there's the screw for the action cam with a clip. I almost zipped the clip into it. With a pretty good sized clip on there. I don't know if I said the price of these, but these are currently $13.98. Their prices change all the time. I think I paid a little less than that, but yeah, $13.98 for some tempered diving mask. All right, so this was kind of an impulse buy. I do have a lot of paracord, and I have braided some, well, like this right here. I braided that little lanyard on there. I'm gonna try and get into doing a little bit more intricate stuff and teaching my daughters how to tie bracelets and stuff. It's a 7-piece Marlin Spike and stainless steel weaving needles. They are 3mm, 5mm, and 6mm. And then it even has this big heavy duty sewing needle and this little thing. I don't know what the hell it's for. It did come with a little pair of scissors. And then it came with this. I didn't put this little lanyard on here. It came with a little paracord lanyard. And this, there's another spike inside of the spike. So yeah, there's an additional spike, and all of these spikes screw onto that. That was a cool little find. So this 7-piece set was $4.48, and it came with a little bag to keep it all in. Mounted over here on my desk, I have a little bit of B-roll for this. So this is a bench mount or table mount knife sharpener. Put your knife, mount your knife right in there, and then use these stones that it came with. It came with 240 grit, 400 grit, 600 grit, and 1000 grit. And then you just, let's see, make sure I'm in frame here. And then while it's mounted on, you just drag it down, and it keeps a consistent angle on there. You can adjust it. You can adjust it here up and down for your desired angle. This bench mount knife sharpener was $29.31. Not a bad deal for being able to sharpen a kitchen knife in just a few minutes. And then another knife sharpener that I should have put in my last video, it actually wasn't in this order, it was in my last order, is the Work Sharp guided filled sharpener. So it has little guides here, so you can find your angle with the guides on the end here. And I believe they're at 20 degrees. Says right there, 20-degree guide. I don't know if that's going to focus. 20-degree guide. And then you just put it on your guide and then work it across. And then on the ceramic, it also has fine and coarse, and it has these little grooves in here for fish hooks. And these are also at 20 degrees on the ends here, so you can maintain the same angle, even on the ceramic. Switch to the fine. I'm just demonstrating how it's used. And I don't have any stropping compound right now, but you put some stropping compound on this piece of leather here and run it backwards. I mean, there's no compound on there, so it's not going to do much, but it does put a quick edge on there. It also has this small ceramic for serrations. And then, you know what, it does have one more feature. So inside here there are broadhead wrenches. So you can detach your broadheads off your arrows, I guess. And then if you pop the other side off, there's some storage in here. I guess you could keep some stropping compound or maybe a little screwdriver for knife maintenance. It's got really good rubberized grips on there. And this was $17.97. And it's pretty nice. I like this one. This is one that I'll probably keep in my truck. So I always have a knife sharpener, at least in my truck. All right, I put this in another video, but this was in this last order. The Huang Fu. Says it's D2 steel with G10 handles. And this is a really solid knife. I've been chopping stuff with this. As far as just a good filled knife goes, for $22.99, this is pretty solid. Has a really nice sheath on it. It's fully adjustable. I believe you can even take these screws out and rotate it 90 degrees if you wanted to do a different style carry. It might not be Kydex, but it's some kind of hard plastic, and it does retain quite well. You have to actually push it out with your thumb. Two things I should have had in the last video, but I'm just going to include them in this. We were still testing them. They were in backpacks, so I didn't have them here at the shop. And that is, first one's a titanium spoon that was $4.49. This has got the long handle, so the freeze-dried mills, you can reach all the way down in there and really scrape the bottom clean without sticking your hand in there and getting crap all over your hand. This one is worth every penny of $4.49. Holy crap! Even if it's not actual titanium, but it's non-magnetic, so it's either some really good stainless, aluminum, or titanium. It does feel pretty sturdy, so. This was a really good find. That was $4.49 for that titanium spoon. And then another thing that I forgot to include in the last TEMU haul video was this camp trowel. It copies a popular design I've seen on Amazon. It's kind of a multi-tool. It's got a whole bunch of screwdrivers, wrenches, I guess a freaking potato peeler or a cheese slicer, bottle openers. It's got some paracord. It came with the paracord wrapped around the handle, and, you know, perfect for digging your little cat holes. And I guess measuring. You can measure your product when you're done. But yeah, this is a pretty handy little camp tool right here, and it was $6.98 for this camp trowel, and it does feel pretty solid. Like, you'll have no problem digging a cat hole with this. And it did come with a little case. All right, moving on. So I did get two Alone Fire flashlights in this last order. I do have another video of the SV96. It was $11.98. It's a zoomable flashlight. This isn't it, but I don't have it here at the shop, so I will have to just put in some footage from that other video I made, or just go check that one out. Maybe I'll put a link right up here so you can go check out that video. It is the brightest Alone Fire flashlight that I've purchased, and if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that this is like number 11 or 12 Alone Fire lights that I now own. This one is the X33 multicolor zoomable flashlight, and it has blue, green, let's do that a little slower. Blue, green, red strobe, and then white. And they're all zoomable also. It did come with this, what would you even call this? This little baton. It came with this little baton wand, so you can wave people around, I guess. Or use it as a flasher, an emergency flasher. So this one uses the 18650 batteries, and it came with an external charger. It doesn't have the USB slot on here to charge it. And then to cycle through, it's just like a half push. Well, a full push and then a half push. Just a gentle push to get through everything. I don't know if I said the price for this one. Oh, this one was actually $13.98. So this is one of the more expensive ones. This one and one of the UV, the larger UV, they're also in another video. I can link that one up here. There's like 6 or 7 flashlights, all from Alone Fire, all from TEMU on that video. So yeah, I'll put it wherever I put it. All right, now just a few that I haven't tested yet. I got a hooded sun protection shirt. It's just a long sleeve shirt with a hood on it. I haven't had a chance to test this one out. It was $9.57 for that shirt. And then another one that I've packed in my backpack quite a few times in the last few weeks, but I haven't had a chance to use it, is a, let's see, where did I put this? The Windbreaker. This Windbreaker was only $8.54. And it's pretty nice. for 10 bucks, it's pretty nice, but it is literally just something that I'm going to keep in one of my backpacks or my bug out bag. I mean, I do have little emergency ponchos, but for 8 bucks, it's not a bad little windbreaker. And the zippers work good, it fits well. I'm happy with that one. Okay, and now the last and probably the worst thing, I bought some hiking shoes from TEMU. They feel, I mean, the soles feel like they're just, look how thin that is. There's no support. You can feel every single rock. There's nothing in there. These are the worst thing. I don't think I'll ever try and buy shoes. I literally just did it because I was like, you know, $12. Let's see how they feel. I mean, maybe I can use them just doing some yard work. I don't mind getting them dirty. I'm certainly not going to take these out for any big adventures. Maybe if I'm just going for a half-mile or 1-mile hike on easy terrain, these wouldn't be too bad. But I did get some Nordivates off Amazon earlier this year, some waterproof boots. In fact, I'm wearing them right now, and they do really well. And I think they were only like $40 or $50 for some waterproof hiking boots from a brand called Nordivate. I'll put a link for that video over here too, because they're not bad boots. For 50 bucks, I would definitely recommend those. All right, I think that's everything for, oh, no, there's a few more things. So, this little leather mat that I've been filming on for my last dozen videos, this was from TEMU, and it's two-tone. It's got 2 different colors. This leather they call it a leather tea table mat. It was $8.54. I enjoy having this to film on. It makes for a pretty good frame. The last thing here, I'll tilt this up. So I've probably shown a couple of these, but all of those little tin signs back there, all of those are from TEMU, and they ranged in price from $3 to $8. Let me move some of this out of the way so you can read that. So that is it. That is it for this one. It was a big one, over $250. Yeah, if you have any recommendations for anything that you found that's pretty awesome, I'd love to hear what they are down in the comments. Anything that you want me to try, if I can get around to it, I'm willing to try just about anything on there. Or just give me crap for buying stuff from TEMU. And we'll see you in the next one, and thanks for watching.